So a little bit of a two-part. I mean, I think initially I got into it because you realize that you're particularly interested in the space, so that there's some form of passion there, and that there's some form of skill. And I used some form because I think when I was 20 something, I didn't really know what I was doing, And you get into that space and you realize, okay, well, if I can match some skill with some passion, and that there is a space out there that I can work into, I'm going to go into it. So I think that was really, it's a very unglamorous story, but it's the truth, And I mean, I can tell stories about how I actually got into this and what have you. But I think once I've refined it and thought about it and applied a bit of head to it, I think there's a couple of things that really appeal to me. The first is the concept of collective euphoria. Now if you ask my mates, they'll all tell you that, Tom Dawson-Squibb loves the idea of sitting in a change room with a few beers and having a few sing-songs. Like, that's probably how I got into some of the work I've done, which is embarrassing, but it's the truth. I just love that idea of, so your sales have just gone down, of course. But I just love the idea of collective euphoria. I love the idea of winning together, losing together, being together, having not just fun, because I don't think it's just popcorn and bubblegum fun. I think it's that concept of like, we can sit down in 20 years time and talk about that first course we created on the TDS Academy on RCA, but we can share those stories together. Like, we can't do that on our own, So that's the first thing that I like. The collective euphoria is just a deep interest for me. And the second thing is, which is highly linked, is the idea of a remarkable story. You probably know the Seth Godin book, The Purple Cow. And he talks about, you're driving in a field and you see lots of cows and you become a bit blasé about cows, and then you see this purple cow and you're like, oh my word, there's a purple cow, and you talk about it and you come back home and you tell your friends, or you put it on Instagram, there's the purple cow. And I think it's kind of the same in our lives, like we're going to work with lots of teams, and you're going to sit through lots of meetings and lots of Zoom meetings and fill in lots of forms and do lots of reports, and then every now and then you're going to get this remarkable thing. And I think through working with teams and the businesses and sports people or sports teams, you get that opportunity to create that remarkable story,